Hello people of YouTube, Paul here, living with arthritis. Yeah, it's just starting a new channel. Hope it helps some people just by what I'm going through, or I've been made medically retired at the age of 46 through osteoarthritis, which is the one where your knuckles or your knee joints or any sort of joint gets worn, the cartilage in between. Is it cartilage? Should know that really. Well, the stuff in between your knuckles or joints gets worn away over time. Mind you, I've had, a lot of people have, but I've had a physical job all my life since I left school, so that probably didn't help. Anyway, I want to just, on my first video, talk about the things I get financially. This is a disclaimer, mind. This bit's a disclaimer. I'm no financial advisor or anything, so if you want to find things out, you're better off looking up on the NHS app. That tells you, points you in the right direction. Gov.uk, that's another good website. And how I found out was through Citizens Advice. Yeah. Well, the first thing I got was PIP. So stands for Personal Independent Payment, which is a welfare benefit in the UK that is intended to help working aged adults with extra costs of living with health conditions or a disability, basically. It's non-means tested, can't say that word, non-contributory, can't say that word, contributory. Well, basically you ain't got to pay into it. And it's tax free. It comes in two parts. If you're mobile, or reasonably mobile, you basically get the lower payment, and then if you're in a wheelchair or something, or a bit more mobily, you'll get a, well, don't quote me because it's all, you'll get you'll have an interview with an employer from the PIP people, and then there's universal credit. They all talk to each other, so they're all sort of linked, sort of, roughly. So they talk to each other, and that's that is a payment to help with living costs, paid monthly, or twice for some people in Scotland, and it's quite straightforward in how to use universal credit. You'll get a an account similar to how Facebook is, type thing. It's along those sorts of lines. So you can message their staff if you need to tell them something. There's a to-do list, so to remind you for obviously things to do, like if you got sick notes, doctor's notes, fit notes, whatever they're called now. So you can do that. That just when you go on there, it reminds you of what you need to do. And then you can, there's the home button where you can report changes, report fit notes. It repeats itself a lot, which is good. So my brain is a bit forgetful. So, I think a lot of us are like that. So, yeah, and there's loads of things you can do with. It's for the unemployed and employed. And if you have savings over £6,000, your payments get smaller. And then if you get, I think it's £16,000, your payments are stop altogether, and your account will be cancelled, and then that's the end of universal credit. But it's better to check it out yourself. So and then there's the ESA, which is the employment and support allowance, which before I carry on, PIP you can get while you're still employed, so that's handy. Right, now on to the ESA, which can work alongside the universal credit, so they sort of top each other up, if you know what I mean. So if you're getting less on one, you can get more on the other, sort of thing. But once universal, if you've got savings over the amount, this £16,000 on universal credit, the ESA will carry on, because that's what I found. Because I've taken my some of my pension, which took me slightly over the amount for universal credit, so that's going to be cancelled. But ESA won't take into account your savings. They'll pay you a monthly whatever it is. It's different for everyone, I suppose, depending on your circumstances. Anyway, that's enough of that boring bit, and I don't really want to go too much into it, because I'm no financial advisor or anything. It's a disclaimer and everything. So what else have I got to say about living with arthritis? Oh, there's a charity called Versus, which is sort of like, you can ring them like the Samaritans. If they got a phone number you can ring, or a website. They got a website as well. I've got that linked to my homepage, but I might link it in the descriptions below. But basically, you talk to them, like the Samaritans. I might even put something up here if I can. That's why I'm sort of led over this way. But they do. It's not going to fit, is it? All of it. That's what they're called there. Verses. I think they do other types of disabilities as well. You'll have to look on our website. If you just put verses in, it should all come up. It's a little booklet about exercises and things. It's quite interesting, and painkillers and how it affects you and all that. I've got quite a few actually. Just dropped them all on the floor. There's foot and ankle, back pain. It's all the same type of things. Knee pain, hip pain, goes on and on, doesn't it? Anyway, there's all that to helps me. And then I went to my doctor's to see. I didn't even know this person existed till I seen them just before Christmas. I think it's a couple of weeks into December, whenever it was. I think it was and she, yeah, nice lady, Rachel her name is. She's not medically trained, but she can look at your records and see what's the matter and things and what it can help. And she sent me to, or recommended. Hang on, something's going on. She has recommended places like the allotment local to me, just only down the road, down there, a couple of minutes in the car. And it's like a community part of the allotments where we can, help tidy it. Well, I've not been going long, so I've only been cutting brambles out, tidying up. Nothing too major. So it's all nice and relaxed. You pay your £2 a week so you can drink your teas and your coffees. And while I was down there, I'll be coming on to that later, I tell you now, I got a one of these. It's a camera, outdoor wildlife camera. This one's a Seymour. It's very good. Like, it's got a solar panel, so it keeps the battery topped up. I'll put the I haven't got my other glasses on, can't see that. Shh. Yeah, sorry. I'll put the make and model on the screen later on when I edit the video. Yeah, but these are good, brilliant. This lasted on one charge because it's got the solar panel 2 weeks, give or take a couple of days. Brilliant. And I'll put some of the footage on the end of the video or somewhere. brilliant. Love it. And next week, I'm going to go every Friday. I shall take you down to where I'm going to put it up. It's going to be brilliant. And then also the social prescriber said about going to she mentioned about weight loss. Well, not a diet like Slimming World or the other one, Weight Watchers. This one's about teaching people, educating people. I'll put a link in underneath in the comments. It is on my homepage. It's more like educating of the different types of food rather than them saying eat this, eat that, counting calories, counting this, counting that. But in this book there is some at the back some recipes, but it's a 3-month course. I go every Monday and it's national. I don't know if you can find it. You'll probably find it on, well, I'll put a link to it anyway. Here's a link. But I'll put it down in the descriptions. But brilliant. I've been twice now. Can't fault it. But the lady at the doctor said about going on to a cooking course. I ain't great at cooking. I won't starve, but you know, I'm not good at it. But went to a cooking course and made that flipping lovely it was. And also you can make your own dressings for salad as well, so which is good. It's all like good fats and bad fats, and the worst thing's processed food. But you know, and as well, I bought, if you're slightly busy, and you know, I bought this to look at and do some things out of there. So yes, things to do when you're retired, and I should be working another 20 years. So you know, got to do something. And also, I like to read. Reading, I find, I'm not the greatest of readers, but you know, a good book, it takes your mind off of things, you know, off of life. Life can get a bit tricky sometimes, can't it? So I've bought, it's been on the telly, this, Robert Galbraith, who is the lady who wrote Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling. I forgot her name for a minute. Yeah, this is the second book in the Strike series. There's 7 books, and it was on the telly, I think, before lockdown. I think they're gonna do another series on the last book, I think. I'm not sure. Also, I like a good ghost story of a haunted house. So that's quite. I quite like Darcy Coates. She's a good storyteller. Something different. And what else have I... Oh, the social prescriber also mentioned walking football, but you got to be 55 to do that. Well, you have where I come from. I live in Bath in Somerset, so down here we they play it when they're 55. I had to go because he was kind and let me join, but they say it's walking football. It's not really. It's more of a jog. Then they got told to slow down a bit, you know. So they almost got a red card. They almost got sent off after players. It's only a laugh. It was fun, but I flipping hurt for flipping days after that. So I don't think that was for me. But I did start going to the allotment, this community allotment. I enjoyed that. That's where I got all the footage from for the foxes and badgers and things. And yeah, all good. I shall be putting this out Fridays, the videos, about tea time, 5 o'clock-ish, 6 o'clock, something like that. And hopefully we'll see a few more of you each week. Thank you very much. See you next week. Bye.